Have you had any changes in your perspective of the game? I mean, I know you were in that high level skilling in the early
Yeah.
days. Me and you both, we still share that. Like, we want to keep integrity. We want to have the game still feel old school, but we can also, I feel like both of us are much more loose on it. But I want to hear your take. Like, did you have any like transformative, like sort of experience where like, you know what, I'm just going to let loose as well?
Yeah, I mean, I hate like saying it like this, but it was like a really toxic high level environment when I was like really going hard for like ranks and like back in the early days when like, you know, I was like trying to be one of the first few hundred people to max and like, all this upkeep with like alting, just like running like 16 like alt accounts F2P, like buying rune items and then like having, do you remember the shop? Do you remember Jim Manua?
Is that
Karamja shop?
yeah, the Karumja with just the easy gloves or something? You just make bank.
Yeah, and then they nerfed it and then you had to get like the hard. Yeah, it was like that was like how I played RuneScape. My whole mindset was just around like abusing methods and like being hyper efficient about the game, and anybody that didn't play the way I did or like saw eye to eye like was a shitter and like doesn't have an opinion shouldn't have an opinion on the game. Like, dude, like this is like, like I was in Solus, I bounced around like Hexus, like it was such a like toxic environment, dude, where it was like if you're a fucking double nat alt doesn't have 99 mining and 99 agility, you're shit. Like no, dude, I'm serious. Like if you didn't have two shop all
believe it, bro.
it
I
was
in those.
crazy. It was crazy. And like, just like it was like war at the Karamaja shop and then like losing friends over it. And like, I just, oh man, it was like, yeah.
But
I could go on and
somehow,
on.
even with all the toxicity, it was kind of fun.
Oh, it was so much fun, dude. I used to like, I remember I was one of the few people that like was hunting in the PvP world, going for like post 99 XP and like with the PV like fire striking so you could box trap without getting ragged in the 2K world, and like people started coming to my world and like setting up near me. I was like, no, fuck this. So I would like go on my ult and like flower the entire area for like hours. So like nobody could like nobody could hunt. And then I remember like Randalicious like posted on the Twitter like, who the fuck is this guy
Oh my
like
God.
flowering me, and like nobody name was, and like everyone in the clan chat was like, dude, there's this guy flowering in like the 2K worlds. I was like, damn, bro, like we got to find out who this is.
Oh my God.
I didn't give a fuck. It was the same thing with the shop, dude. Like my own clanmates, dude. Like they'd sell 5 air battle staves and 5 rune items. I'd sell 50 and then I'd take over the world, buy them all back, and then like have the
Holy
world to
shit.
myself for the whole day. Like it was just like, but like to circle back to what you said, like the shift in like my gameplay, I burnt out so hard after they nerfed the shop and took it out of the game. And then just like, it really took a lot of years of me just like coming back, playing some Ironman, dabbling on alts, like just raiding with some friends to like grow a new appreciation and healthy relationship with the game, I think. So like my view has definitely changed drastically over time to where like I'd never want to go back to that player that I was.
I don't even
yeah.
feel like for me it's even possible to get back there. I mean, I think it's just age and just realizing, okay, this game is endless. It really is. There's no completing it. I mean, you look at even the top cloggers. I mean, yeah, let's just imagine, Marnie eventually gets 200 mil all and gets the last third H pieces he needs. Well, by that time, there will just be more items to collect, more bosses to do, more things to do. And it's like, this game is endless and there's no rush. Like there's no, just fucking enjoy the game. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed the competition while it was fun being like a top 100 Iron Man and like having, really prestigious account for the time.
Your account was fucking sick, bro. Still is.
It was, it was like part of like my identity in the game was like about, that account, but it was nice just really kind of taking a several steps back and just being like, you know what, let's just enjoy the game. And I have so much more fun these days, and I just take everything so much lighter. Like I'm not. I don't feel, because I remember being in like certain discords where, you know, they were like, okay, new update, like we got to abuse this, don't say anything about this thing,
change
like
the EHP rate,
yeah, this all changed and everything. And I just remember being like really into that and really like hyper focused. And now it's like, bro, I don't really care. I'm just gonna play the game. And like when new updates come out, I'm not feeling like that stress of like, get on this right now before things get changed. Like, nah, I just enjoying it. So it's a good place to be in, and I'm glad you had your history with that, because we definitely can relate on a lot of levels. I mean, I definitely wasn't in those like high level like skilling clans. I was in Olympus, which was like the Iron Man skilling. So I remember that sort of toxicity.
Yeah, that was like came a little after. Yeah, but that was like the big iron one. I remember.
Yeah, it was not even close to the energy of those other high level things, Hexus, Solus, all those
like
things.
Omnia, Solus, like Hexus was like, but yes, I was mostly in Solus just for just like on the low, and just like, you know, made really great friends, of course, but like, god damn, dude, like if you weren't, God forbid someone found out like you weren't NMZing on your phone while you were like working your day job, or like, you know, chinning on your way to work, like biking to work, like you were being inefficient, like, you know what I mean? Like it was just so, oh man,
that it was cool in the early days when skilling was actually kind of seen as like, this is before, it was either right around when Lynx Titan got 200 mil all, or even before that, when there was still that race, that competition. And
it was definitely before.
They would do like the fantasies of like, you know, getting the drafts, getting all the good skillers on. I remember watching Zulu's stream where he's doing Blast Furnace and whatever the fuck else, and people are just getting crazy HP. And like that was actually like part of the Twitch culture even. Like people enjoyed skilling. I mean, Autumn Elegy going for 200 mil mining and pulling hundreds of viewers while he's doing it. I was like, wow.
Dude, that race he had with AJ, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Shit. That was a really good race. Like at the time that was like iconic, because like, no, people were just maxing. Like I think I had like just maxed, and like people were like, dude, you wouldn't, they're going for 200 mil mining. I was like, fuck, only Acid Soul does that. You know what I mean? And like, it was dope. It was really an interesting, fun time. Something else kind of that like shifted the way I played the game, and like, I'll never forget this turning point. I think it was like 2015, early 2015, when AHK was like just coming out, and I was doing duo plunder to 99 with this player named Twee, and it was the time like Jace was going for like 200 mil thieving, I think, and like Autumn Elegy was like doing 99 thieving, and after we got 99 thieving, my friend Twee was like, yo, let's like do rune crafting, like let's go to 91 and get double nats. I was like, bro, what the fuck, that's gonna take ages. And he was like, dude, there's this thing called AHK. And I was like, what's AHK? And it's like, do you know the Bryan Cranston like Malcolm in the Middle meme when he's like at the dinner table and he's like, you know, son, once you start this, there's like no going back. Have you ever seen that?
Oh, dude, Malcolm in the Middle was my fucking shit.
Yeah, it was the shit, dude. And like my friend was like, dude, once I like, you know, send you this script and like you start running it, like you're never going to play the game the same way. I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And he was like, take this script, download this program. And he was like, press like QWER over your rune essence. And I pressed like QWER, and it like right clicked the essence, withdrew all, and then like moved the mouse up to close the bank. And it was like, I felt like I had ascended to like a god. Like I was like, dude, this is insane. And it just, I never looked at the game the same ever since then, and was like doing lava runes to like 99 and like with AHK. Dude, yeah. But that was like a big turning point for me, was getting introduced to AHK and like lava rune crafting.
Yeah, no, I mean, AHK, I used it for a tiny bit when I made my first hardcore late 2016. And
sure.
I mean, it is truly just it's just incredibly satisfying. It's one of the most incredibly satisfying things ever. You just line your cursor up with whatever you're about to do. And then it's just this like nice little, it's almost like fucking Guitar Hero. You just got one hand that's
Yeah,
like on
literally.
the fucking fretboard, just click 4 buttons or whatever.
Yep.
And you've done everything flawlessly, and it'll be perfect every time. And you're basically, yeah, like you said, you're just hit God status. And I mean, there's definitely a reason. I mean, I've talked to Automology several times on the cast, and I'm always with him when he was just like, AHK was like a great point in the game where like it just felt good. Like it felt good doing things. And the problem was just the sheer like, well, one, the abuse that we saw from it. I mean, people just being like, 1-to-1, we don't really need to do it. Let's do 1-to-4,
1-to-4, bro. I was doing 1-to-50, dude.
Yeah,
making fucking antidote, like,
dude. I remember seeing people fucking making anti-venoms and just like literally. I mean, I remember this one script. It was like within 2 seconds, it had just accumulated like fucking, I don't even know, 2,400 Herblore XP. It just like, just zooms in. And then, I mean, I always bring up this example. I find it fucking hilarious. But Paul No Life stream when he was going for 200 mil rune crafting through Nature's.
OG, old friend. Yeah, dude. Paul No Life.
Paul No Life. I remember lurking to stream a lot. I actually really enjoy. I always say this. Like, I enjoyed just the sheer, like, oddity of it all. Like, watching somebody take the game so incredibly serious and have such an interesting personality. I mean, that dude, he would just like overshare about everything, and everything. He would just be like, people would ask me like, "What does your day look like?" He's like, just wake up at 4 a.m., do what did he say? Like, do like 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, eat bread with butter on it, and then just fucking play RuneScape for 19 hours straight. Like literally craft runes for 19 hours straight, and then repeat. Like sleep for 4.5 hours.
Dude, he, like you said, overshare. Like, oh man, there's so many like late nights and like TeamSpeak with Paul No Life back in the day.
Holy.
Just like he would be like, this was before even like Max. We would always talk about our goals and life and in the game, and he's like, I'm gonna get 200 mil rune crafting, and then I'm gonna do like 200 mil construction. We were like, okay, Paul, like relax, buddy. You know what I mean? And like he would do it, dude.
He would. He did not give up.
He did not give up, dude. I remember when he did fishing, like,
Yep. He did the fucking quarry all the way through on Aussie ping.
Yeah. I remember he like lived in Australia for a while. He was in Brazil, and then he moved to Australia for a while. Yeah.
And then he moved back to Brazil and he got married.
Yeah. I hope he's doing well. I haven't talked to him in years.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, the last time I saw he had stopped streaming, kind of fell off the face of the earth. He met a girl, which would happen, of course. I'm pretty sure he had a kid and stuff. I think I'm not positive on that. But the last I saw of his stream it was very, very clear that he just real world traded anything. Do I blame him? I mean, no. It's just you do whatever you want. But it was just him going live, and he's like, "Oh, I got hacked" or whatever. And then like the next stream or something, he's like doing a gambling stream. He's like doing fucking like slots on his stream or something. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Where'd you get that money, Paul? Yeah.
Where'd you get all this
Where'd you get that money, bud? Yeah.
Nature's
what are you doing?
Nature
runes.
But I was just a bit disappointed. I was like, man, you were like, in my opinion, just the goat when it came to just setting yourself in a super hyper unrealistic goal. I mean, he spent over 8,000 hours doing nature rune crafting.
Doing natures, 23, 24k XP an hour. Looking at chat.
Yeah. Well, it was around like 25, 26ish K. I think it was like his top. And the whole reason I'm bringing this up is just, and people have heard this if they've listened to other casts, but as soon as AHK became bannable, the next day he went live, he was doing everything manually, and his rates dropped by like fucking 70%. I mean, I kid you not.
It was just
misclick after misclick after misclick. It was agonizing to witness. It was fucking hilarious.
Dude probably didn't press the left mouse button in like 4,000 hours.
Oh,
dude.
No,
pressing like E to press left click. Yeah,
dude. I mean, he was clicking one key and it would do his whole bank. I mean, I think it literally was doing that. But I do remember his little philosophical rants, and also I remember his motivational little speeches he'd give himself. He's like, he'd be streaming to like 18 people or whatever, and he's like, not many people know who I am right now, but they'll know who I am. They'll know who
Dude,
I am.
that was his fucking mantra.
I
Yes,
know.
dude.
I was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, this is the cringiest thing ever, but I'm actually into it. Like, I'm actually into it.
Yo, no, for real.
He's just hyping himself up, like in his fucking man cave, crafting nature rune. He's like, people will put respect on my name, basically. And I'm like, damn.
Like slumped on a couch with the mouse on the recliner arm, like just. Oh, dude, the 18 viewers, it's so real, dude. I just like got transported back in time. Dude, I would watch his streams on my TV, like go to bed, like, oh my God. Dude. So fucking funny.
It was just hilarious because like the funny thing is like honestly, if you were a high ranking person, because it's unbelievable to think of that now. Like if you're just watching Twitch and watching people, like that just sounds so unbelievably silly. And it really was silly even for that time period. But you would find these random streamers that just had a really high level account and people would just watch it for the high level account.
Yeah.
It was just that. So like, he wanted to grow his stream and he just figured the best way to do that is to just prove time and time again that he's going to achieve every goal that he sets out to get. So just hilarious.
Yeah, man, what a time.
Truly.
Yeah.